Hello guys, so I thought I would film an everyday makeup look just because I'm still going to be having a couple of weeks off work and haven't really got much else to do. So I haven't actually worn makeup throughout lockdown, so I can't really remember what to do, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. So I've started off by cleansing my face with this Avene Gentle Milk Cleanser. I just used a cotton pad and just cleansed my whole face. And then I'm gonna pop on my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base Primer. This honestly is my go-to primer. I don't really know why it's not focusing. There you go. So this is my go-to primer. I literally use this every single makeup look I do. And I just focus on all my dry areas. So where my skin is the worst, this is where I will put the primer. Also, I'm really sorry about this ugly top. It's actually my dad's. I can't afford my own clothes anymore, so I've resorted to wearing my dad's clothes. Anyway, for my foundation, this is another one of my go-to products. I use this foundation pretty much 9 times out of 10. It's the Double Wear Estee Lauder. Where is my... Bear with me, I knew I would do this. I knew I would lose something first. Oh, he's here. So this is the Double Wear Estee Lauder foundation in shade Fawn. This is a little bit too dark for my skin. Oh my fucking god. Can you see that? What the fuck? Oh my god! What the hell? Oh my god, there's something wrong with this. It's obviously broke. Anyway, it is a little bit too dark for my skin, but once I've got a tan, it should match the rest of my body. So anyway, I use my brush, and I can't believe I just got that down me. I'm such an idiot. Anyway, and I just start at the bottom of my face, and I literally just swipe up and down. I never go in like circular motions or anything. I just swipe up and down all over my face, but I always start from the bottom. I'm definitely going to need some more of this. I can't believe this. It's actually broke. What the hell? I knew this would happen. Like 2 minutes in and something's gone wrong. Anyway, I don't know if any of you follow my beauty page, but I did film at the start of lockdown, which seems about 5 years ago, some makeup looks then, and I told you guys about my skin. It is really bad at the moment. I definitely have like rosacea on my cheeks, but this foundation is really good at covering any blemishes, spots, rosacea. You can see here the red marks. This foundation is really good at covering those red marks. Also, what the fuck is this bit of hair? This is so embarrassing. I'm so sorry. I'm actually so annoyed. My foundation, 1, has run out, and 2, the bit that is in there is literally squirting around like a fucking pistol. So I'm gonna have to do this, which I wouldn't usually recommend doing, but you know, this bottle's actually gone AWOL. Anyway, this is an everyday look, so it's not going to be heavy or full coverage. It is literally something you can wear if you pop into the shops. I don't really know what there is to do these days, so you know, just something you can wear every day that's a bit more lightweight. Once you finish your foundation, I always go in with a contour. Even on an everyday glam, I will still use contour. So I use this MAC contour stick in shade NC50, and I literally, for everyday, I literally only do my cheeks. So just here and here, so literally just under my cheekbone, not much further down, just under my cheekbone. A damp one, and just dab that in to my cheekbones, or just under my cheekbones, not my actual cheekbones. So after I've gone in with the contour, I will then conceal my eye bags, because honestly they are horrendous. I have really dark eye bags, so I always conceal those. This is the MAC 24 Hour Studio Fix Concealer. And I literally go in under my eyes. I'll tell you what shade this is. I don't know if I just told you. It is shade NC20. Again, I'm going to go in with Clean It, but I can't be bothered. My beauty blender. And I'm just going to blend that in. And I'm just going to bring it up so it sort of lifts my eyes, because I have quite like saggy eyes as well. So by doing this, it really does lift your eyes. After I've concealed my under eyes, I'm gonna use my MAC bronzer in Dark Tan, and I'm just gonna go over the contour and then do the rest of my face as well. So I just do circular motions. I don't go all the way to my mouth because, I don't know, on me it kind of makes me look like a puppet. I don't know, I don't really like it when it's like right to my mouth. So I just do sort of 3/4 of the way down, and I really just circular motions, light circular motions, so it's not too heavy. And then I will just do a little bit on my jaw, just to try and hide those 3 chins. I always contour my nose as well, because obviously if I can't afford my own clothes right now, I definitely can't afford a nose job. So I use a thin brush, just one like this. Don't know if you can see that. Just a thin brush, and I literally just a tiny bit dab it off, and just do either side of my nose, and I try and go down to the tip. The other side. So the key to making your nose look like you've had a nose job is try and make it as narrow as possible. And I always do under the tip of my nose, and if I'm feeling brave enough, I'll do a little bit just above the tip, just to give it that sort of bubble look. You see that? So it just looks like a little button nose, which is cute. And then after I've done the contour on my nose, I will then go in with a powder for my under eye, just so that it doesn't crease, because I do have like lines under my eyes and around my eyes and just everywhere at the moment. So I will do under my eyes as well. I'm going to use, most of my products I've used today are MAC, but this is the NC10 Studio Fix Powder Plus. So I just get a little bit on my powder brush, dab it off, and again, just in the corners under my eye. I won't go crazy with this because again, it is just an everyday look. I don't want it too heavy. I just want to get rid of those creases under my eye. Let's flick it off and down the side of my nose as well. With the excess left on the brush, I'm just going to go over my forehead and a little bit on my chin and under my cheeks. So after I've done the powder, I'm going to do my eyebrows. Right, because it is just an everyday look, I'm not going to bother carving my eyebrows out and making them look all bougie. I'm just going to do them really quick. So I'm going to use my NYX pencil. I'm sure most of you have seen this already. It is quite cheap, it's a reasonable price. And I do like my eyebrows like really wild. I like them quite like a werewolf look. So I'm just going to brush those up. This is why I usually get lamination, but obviously I can't get anything right now. So I brush those up. Honestly, my eyebrows are so different. It's a joke. At this point, they're not even sisters, let alone twins. Oh my god, they're so different. What the hell? So anyway, you get the brush and I start by just carving, well, I said I'm not going to carve it out, but I do still draw a line underneath, just a messy one. And I start by drawing flicky up lines upwards. And I kind of just do that throughout my whole eyebrow when I'm doing an everyday look. Like, I actually don't really care too much. Like, I do like them quite messy. So I just flick the pencil, sorry, up just to fill in all those gaps and whatnot. Starting off by drawing a line underneath and then flick that brush through. Considering I haven't even worn makeup, my skin is actually disgusting. It's disgusting. Again, I'm just gonna take the brush through and brush my eyebrows up. Oh my god, they're so different. It's actually embarrassing. What the hell? Anywho, you get the gist. Just flick that brush through. Just, I keep saying brush. Flick that pencil through just so they look fuller, basically. Because, let's face it, there's not much else we can do with our eyebrows at the moment. Anyway, so after I've done my eyebrows, I'm going to do a tiny bit of highlight. I'm not going to go crazy just because it's just an everyday look. But I always love putting highlighter on no matter what day it is. So for just a really simple highlight, obviously it's a bit more of an expensive one, but it's really good for like an everyday highlight because it's not too heavy. It is the Bobbi Brown Brightening Brick. Sorry, I got a little tickle in my throat. Hope it's not Rona. So anyway, that's what it looks like inside. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just 6 different shades, but I just blend them all together with my highlight brush. Just tap that off and then I just put it on the tops of my cheeks. Don't know if you can see that, if the camera's even going to pick it up, but it's just like a really gentle highlight, nothing too cray. And then I'll get my finger and just put a tiny bit on the tip of my nose. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this. So this is in shade Orgasm. It is the best blush ever. I'm going to just put a bit on my blusher brush. And I'm just going to start from the apples of my cheeks and just bring it up. I'm not going to go too crazy. Usually I would go quite crazy with the blush. Like, I do really like that rosy. I just think it brings the whole look together, blush. I just feel like it really ties everything together. It ties the highlight to the bronzer. It just ties everything. So I'm just going to start with the apples on my cheeks and just bring that up. So I just put a tiny bit on my temples as well, just to sort of bring it all together. And maybe a little bit on my nose. Anyway, oh my god, I feel like I'm actually going crazy. I'm going to finish my eyebrows off as well, because I always use a gel through my eyebrows just to make them stand up a little bit more, just to make them a little bit more scarier. So I'm just going to brush those up with the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. She's nearly run out actually, but I just like them to be as wild as possible, so I always just brush them up, even though my brows are pretty much like non-existent at the moment. But yeah, I just brush them so they're just like crazy, really, to make them look a bit more full and bigger than they are. And then I'm going to use my mascara, because yeah, no lashes, just mascara with the Benefit Roller Lash mascara. This is definitely my favourite mascara. It's like the only one that really makes my lashes like pop, and it really does lengthen them. Anyway, you can see the difference. Well, I don't know if you can see the difference, to be honest. I just really think it makes them look a lot longer. Can you see it? Compared to my other eye. Who needs lashes? No, I'm joking. God, I'll be out of a job saying that. Anyway, other eye. So that is my mascara done. I have got a bit on my eyelid. I usually wait till it dries and then wipe it off, because when it's still wet, obviously wiping it will just smudge it. Oh, but fuck it, I've done it anyway. Does anyone else's nose run when they're doing their makeup? I don't know why, but my nose always runs when I'm doing my makeup. It's so weird. Anyway, for my lips, I'm going to use Spice lip liner. I say that and I bet I can't find it now. My nose is so runny. Oh, crying out loud. Look how many lip liners and lipsticks I have. I can't find anything and I'm looking for it. So I haven't had my lips done in about 18 months, maybe longer. So I do still like to like overline my lips a little bit, just to make them look a bit bigger than they are. So I always start by doing under first, and I just take it a teeny bit lower than my lip. Also bring it into my lip as well. Oh my god, that looks so weird. And then I also bring it into my lip as well, and then I obviously do the upper lip. Just bring it into my lip a little bit. And I'm not going to use any gloss or anything today, just because it is meant to be an everyday look. So I think by using gloss it's kind of making it a bit too much. So I'm going to use a lipstick in between. Don't know why I keep clicking. I'm going to use Myrrh, I think. Yeah, I'll use Myrrh. So the Myrrh MAC lipstick. And I'm just going to go in between. Oh, it's going to be too much. So, there you have it. That is my everyday makeup look. Yes, that is my everyday makeup look. I mean, it doesn't look that great with my hair like this, but you know, we move. Anyway, I hope you liked this video, and if you wanted me to do any more makeup looks, full glam, smoky, I don't know, whatever you want, then I'm more than happy to do it, because I definitely have the time on my hands. So let me know.